Now, society feeds us a lot of fucking bullshit. You know, and I would have to say probably the worst shit that society feeds us through the stuff that we consume like media is this whole lie that we're taught that basically communicate to us that if you like a girl, you either A, have to impress her with material shit that you have, and B, that you have to chase her. I'm here to tell you today that is bullshit, 100% garbage that TV commercials and movies puts in us to have us buy bags and bags of fucking useless candy on Valentine's Day, roses, flowers, fucking two-seater environmentally friendly cars and shit. Just a whole bunch of shit that we normally would never ever purchase if we weren't trying to do something special for a girl that we like, figuring that it would make her like us back. Now, I learned this through immense, and I do say immensely huge, large amounts of fucking trial and error, man. I fucked this up at least 10, 15 times as a kid before I even knew that this was a fucking thing. And even then, it took me like 10 or 15 more times to be able to do the shit on purpose. And what I learned is this: if you chase a chick, she will run. Fucking regardless. Whatever you do not try to impress women. Never freaking works, especially if she runs. Also, never ever try to logically convince a girl that she should date you. It never fucking works. Back in the day, when I lived in the same house that I did when I lost my virginity, and the same house where I had my first threesome disaster, back then I liked this girl who lived 2 blocks over from me. We're gonna call this chick Samantha. This is a pretty white girl, man. This chick wasn't super voluptuous and thick, sexy, hips and all that type of stuff, but she was really pretty in the face and she was super cute. I don't know how, but we became friends. Of course, I'm thinking I'm somehow gonna segue this friendship into me dating this chick, right? Now, this was legitimately like a month and a half after I had just lost my virginity to the man girl. Link will be in the description. I'll probably even put it on the screen. Now, one night we're all having a backyard party at a friend's house. Huge party, man. Music, dancing. This shit was crunk as all living fuck. Way before Little John brought his hamster looking ass to the scene and made the shit popular, right? So we're at the party and I'm dancing on this chick, right? And she's dragging her ass all up and down my pelvic area and shit. So I'm just thinking, hell fucking yeah, dude, it's going down. You know, a couple of songs later, I get a bit tired. I go and I sit down with some friends. This chick is still up dancing, but she's so close to me that I can hear what she's saying. A freaky song comes on, and I hear this chick talking to her friends like, oh yeah, girl, oh my God, if I was on the dick, I'll be doing this. And then she starts like popping on the chair and shit. So me being the dude, I'm instantly thinking like, dog, not only was she grinding her ass on my penis a second ago, but this chick's also down. So sex is easily gonna fucking happen, right? After the party is starting to wind down, I'm like, yo, hey, I'll walk you home. She's like, all right, cool. So while I'm walking into her house, I'm like, let's go play some video games at my crib real fast. She's like, all right, cool. So we're walking over to my house, man. And I noticed the closer we get to my house, the more skittish she starts to get, if you get my drift. Now, we're like 2 or 3 houses away from my crib. And she starts, telling me she has doubts and, oh no, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't. And of course, me, not knowing what the fuck I was doing, starts trying to convince this chick that she should come over my house. Logically. Like, hey, no, you should come to my house. And no, it's just right there. Come on, let's go upstairs. And I can tell that through me trying to bargain with this chick to come up to my room, she's already knowing what I'm hinting at. I mean, she's not stupid, we already know what's going down. So she makes up this crazy excuse, man. Oh, no, you know what? I think my dad is calling me. Yeah, I hear my dad. Neither one of us had a phone. So what she meant was her dad somehow was yelling from 2, 3 blocks away to her to come home, which was weird because I didn't hear no shit. Of course, this chick turns around and runs in the opposite fucking direction towards her fucking house. I've got to go upstairs and masturbate into like a dirty shoe or something while crying profusely and using my tears as lubrication now because this chick wanted to play these games. A couple of days later, I'm walking towards this girl's house because everybody kicked it on her porch all the time. And of course, when I get like 5 houses away from her house, I see that just like normal, everyone everyone is on this chick's porch. As I get closer to her house, I can see that she's on the porch chilling with everyone as well. She looks off the porch and she sees me. When she does, her eyes get wide. She turns around, talks to her friends a little bit more, like super animated, like, oh, you know, something just came up. And then she opens her door and runs into her house. Of course, I don't figure anything of it. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, you know, maybe this chick had to go take a shit real fast. Man, it looked like she was in a hurry. So I go up on the porch and I hang out for a little bit. After about 30 minutes, I'm like, okay, you know what, guys, I'm about to dip out, you know. So then when I leave, I turn around just in time to see her come outside. So I'm like, huh. After that, every time I saw this chick on the block, anywhere near her house, anywhere at school, anything, this chick would cross the street to avoid walking past me, man. And I did not for anything fucking understand what the hell was fucking going on. So what I did was, I was like, you know what, man? Fuck this shit. This had already happened to me a couple of times before that, to which case I would always try to go after them and be like, hey, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? I would chase them. But after this crap happened, I'm like, you know what, man? Fuck this. If this chick doesn't want to fucking see me or come anywhere near me and avoids me, two can play at this shit, dude. I'm gonna do the same shit back to her, and I promise I'm better at it. So every time I see this chick from now on, if we're walking towards each other on the same side of the street, I'll cross the street and walk past her like she just doesn't fucking exist. I do the shit so well, I don't even make eye contact with her. I just keep going. 3 weeks later, right? I've already got this chick out of sight, out of mind, man. And, you know, I'm going down the stairs at school. I'm heading to my next class. And I pass this chick in the stairway. And as I'm about to get off the last step, I feel a hand grab me on my shoulder. I turn around and see who the fuck it is, and it's her. She's standing there, and she's looking up at me because, you know, she was a little bitty, short, petite girl. And she's like, hey, where have you been? Why don't you talk to me anymore? We never talk. Why don't we kick it anymore? I miss you so much. What's going on? And I'm just sitting there fucking flabbergasted, man. Shit don't make no fucking sense. Dude, I was at a loss for words. I couldn't say shit. I'm just like, wait, what? You know, because this bitch has been going out of her way for the last month or some change to avoid the fuck out of me. And because I started avoiding her back, now she wants to try to chase me. People who you have some sort of relationship with, right? Be it it's an ex-girlfriend that you're trying to get back, be it a girl that you have a really big crush on. If you ever communicate to them that you care more about them than you do about your motherfucking self, they're gonna fucking run and figure you to be thirsty, stalker, probably all of the fucking above. With that being said, people will not admit it, but if they have some sort of this type of relationship with you already, they want you to continue to like them. Okay, just because they don't like you does not mean that you're supposed to stop liking them. They usually want to keep you on that string because it makes me feel good about myself to know that no matter what I do, somebody out there is still gonna want me super bad, even though I show them signs that I do not want them back. With that being said, if you like somebody a lot or someone broke up with you and you want them back, go off and do your own thing, man. You know, if they like you, they will more than likely come back, okay? Do not chase. All it does is make you look weak and loser-like, and you just end up putting them on a pedestal, like they're more important to you than your own self-respect and well-being is. Because if you think about it, if you put someone up on a pedestal, they have no choice but to look down on you. And since when have you ever known a chick to downgrade? You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You know, half advice, half story time. And without further ado, BHD up out of this mug. Twisms. Rondrell's just face down on the fucking pavement, blood coming out his nose, just done. He's knocked clean out. One hit. Smoke breaks from the pack and runs up on freaking Chris, man, and they're throwing hands. Now, I will say this. Smoke, being the type of bully who relies solely on intimidation, he had some fighting ability. Like, he wasn't really that bad. But Chris just outclassed him so fucking bad, man. Oh my God. But the thing was, like Smoke did so bad that I honestly believe the only thing keeping him up on his feet was the fact that everybody